Hi guys, I'm here with Amy. If you know Amy, you're a real one because you've been watching the vlogs.
Magic Mike and that!
Today we're going to be doing a little girl talk chatty video as we're getting ready because we're going to the ABBA night at Trenton Gardens.
Very excited.
Vlog, have it up or come in.
I'm gonna get
Watch
so
it.
fucking drunk.
We're on the... We're on the Prosecco.
I've had 2 sips.
It's really hot. Do you know what? You look like you've just come out the womb and you've never seen a bit of daylight next to me. Look a bit different in the camera.
Ollie's been on 2 holidays this year. Amy's been on none. Who'd have
It's
guessed?
okay, but we're going away next year.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
I was thinking smart if we go to...
Oh, you're so fucking
I'm really
sweaty.
sweaty. If we go to Bongos and somehow we manage to win money,
Get the flights booked.
you pay for the holiday.
I'm going all inclusive, hon.
Yeah, I'm really sweaty, Amy.
Yeah, I felt it.
It's really bad. It's coming off me from all areas.
Let's hope you can sweat it all out now. This smells delicious, by the way. Get your schnoz in that. It's from Primark.
I'm gonna have to make multiple journeys on this one.
So far she's only got brushes and a mirror and bronzing drops that she
And I-
spilled all over herself last time.
Yeah, I can't drop them again. It came out.
Oh, that's good.
It did come out.
I spilled tea all over myself one morning. It was the morning we found out my grandma had fallen, and obviously my priority was not getting the fucking tea out my joggers. So that's not come out now, but at least grandma's fine.
I have PTSD because I had to rub my eye really hard, got my contacts in, but last time I did that, they ended up here.
Don't fucking do that. I love rubbing my eyes. It was such a good feeling, isn't it?
I know it is, can't do it. Okay, so question number 1 is how to deal with fake friends.
Get rid of them.
Me and Amy have had our fair share with these.
Yeah.
It's just me and Amy left out of the crew. So I
Because
think that says a lot.
we message each other.
We make an effort with each other.
I feel like once we noticed that some of our friendships were going a little bit one-sided, we decided to stop putting the effort in ourselves because it was just coming from us. And this goes for friends that we've had together and friends that we've had separate.
Separately.
It's very telling when you stop messaging someone and you realise you've not spoken to them for 6 months because you always messaged first.
Yeah. I don't know, the way that I see it with people like that is if they aren't bothered to speak to you or make an effort with you, they aren't bothered.
And then you've had situations where people only spoke to you when something dramatic was
Or when they
happening
want
in your
something,
life.
or yeah, there's
they
been
wanted
gossip
an
and they want to
update.
know about.
I think when people only get in contact with you to find out about that, you know, so that's how to identify fake friends, I guess. And then to deal with it, we just stopped making the effort.
I think if you're noticing a decline in someone, like, by all means have a conversation with them
Have
and
an
be
open
like,
conversation, be honest.
and be like, yo, this isn't cool.
Or are you okay? Like, did you realise you've not actually spoken to me in 6 months? Like, is there anything going on that I can help you with?
Yeah, but then I think when it continues to happen, it just kind of says everything you want to know.
Yeah.
And like my standpoint on that is, if you were in a relationship with someone, boyfriend and girlfriend, would you stand for them not speaking to you or anything
Imagine
like
not
that
speaking to them every day.
for like 6 months? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, if you would stand
Friendships
for
take
it,
just as much work as relationships do, and when they're one-sided, it's so tricky.
we are kind of living proof of that in the sense of like, obviously we were best friends all the way through college.
Yeah.
But then I went to Guildford, you went to Essex. Obviously I'm not in Guildford anymore, I've been here, but we've been apart. Like, we've still been just as close. Like, when
Yeah.
you're home, we make the effort, we speak to each other. Like, by all means, we don't speak to each other every day.
No.
But I think it just goes to show a lot.
Every time something big happens in our life, we want the other person to know, and that's a major thing. Like, I think when you get big news, the people who you want to tell, that tells you who your true friends are.
Put it this way, I have 2 friends, like, outside of uni, because obviously in uni I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But like, outside of like an educational thing, I have 2 friends, because I could have had about 30.
But they'd all be just like surface level friends.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes from when you leave education.
Yeah, it's
whatever-
that point at who makes the effort, because I'll
whatever
be honest,
point it
like,
is.
when we left college, there was a lot of like, we'll see each other, we'll do this, And
No.
from us as well, like, no one had the time or energy
No.
to make the effort with everybody there. Also, you stop updating those people on your life, and then it all just slowly starts changing.
But
which is sad.
I also wouldn't call the majority of the people from our school fake friends. I would just say in a lot of the cases we've drifted apart.
Yeah.
I think the people who you would expect to stay in contact with you are never the people that do.
Yeah.
Like, the people who you expect to leave and be friends with,
I agree,
is never the people that it ends up being. It's always the people that you, in my experience, that you least expect it from, that you end up actually still speaking to. Bob's at home.
Love you, baby. Bob's Molly's mum, by the way, and she's my favourite diva.
Next one, breakup advice.
So I'm going to preface this question by saying I've been in a relationship for 6 years since year 10, so have not experienced a breakup, but have watched Molly go through the pits of hell. Now what can you do? La la la.
Yeah, Amy has watched me go through everything that life has to offer when it comes to boys. You have actually been there from my first proper breakup.
Yeah, I was there with the boy you lost your virginity to, the boys who cheated on you.
I was just gonna say, you were one of the reasons I broke up with my first boyfriend.
Oh shit, yeah. Story time. Me and Molly hated each other.
Over a boy that I was with when I was
14 and he was 17. Okay, I'm gonna fucking say it. It was fucking weird. That is not the boy she lost her virginity to. I would like to also say that.
We've gone off topic.
Breakup advice. Going on your most recent time when you were single, you really, really learned how to love Molly.
Oh yes.
And
100%.
that helped you in your relationship now so much.
Yeah.
You've learned not to rely on a boy anymore.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You got comfortable spending time with yourself, and I think that is so important.
Yeah, because I wasn't before.
See, me and Haran have been together for so long, but a lot of that was through high school and stuff, and we couldn't be around each other all the time. And I think that time that we had to spend apart, and obviously 3 years at university, forced us to be apart for like a month at a time or something. Yeah. So it's really important having time by yourself and with your friends, and I think that's what Molly learnt the last time she was single.
I think like my biggest piece of advice when it comes to that, after going through multiple different scenarios with different people, happy endings, bad endings, everything in between. Everything happens for a reason, and you don't see it until you're out of it. Yeah. Like, I've been in some situations where literally it was like world ending, like, why the hell have they done that to me? Why has this not worked? Whatever.
The world is against me.
Yeah. And then give yourself a couple months to heal. And you realise.
I had a mirror in and I just straight up went.
Just give yourself the time to heal, and you do actually realise that it teaches you so many lessons. I've got myself to a point, and this has come from everything I've been through, of realising that you need to be secure enough in yourself that you don't rely on anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
and that took you a while to learn, and actually, like, even if people were saying it to you, it took a while to put it into practice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's not like 100% gonna work every time, because obviously sometimes your heart does break and you have to get over the fact that you're heartbroken before you can move on and start loving yourself again.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with good people as well.
Oh yeah, that's a massive thing. Like,
don't struggle alone. Don't get on that struggle bus and you can't get off because you've got no good friends around you. I
would have never been able to do everything that's happened in the past 5 years if it wasn't for Amy. Like, friend wise, you know what I mean? Because no, but like, you actually do, like, you've helped me through everything. Yeah. And also, Amy's a perfect person because she doesn't feed you bullshit. No, but you are so honest in the fact of, like, if I've done something wrong, you tell me.
Yeah, like,
and vice
I could
versa.
understand why he might have taken it in that way if he thinks you've done something wrong.
But you're also not afraid to tell me, like, yo, you've fucked up there.
Yeah, and I'd expect it from you as well.
You've also always been my voice of reason. You're not the type of person to sit there and be like, it's okay, like...
Unless you needed it. I can tell when you need comfort and when you need, like, action plan.
Yeah, when I just need someone to be like, you're in cloud cuckoo land, like...
Yeah.
Move on, like, you shouldn't be treated this way.
This is what's next, come on. This is what we deserve. Let's get all these dates booked so we have things to look forward to. I think that's so important as well. Oh, I also feel like I should say, I do not know how to do makeup properly or well.
Me neither.
So if you're watching this going, why the fuck is she doing that? Just let it happen. Bye, Bob.
Mama.
Love you.
Oh.
Okay, take 2. They're coming back inside.
Next one,
It smells delicious.
which I think this is quite cute and wholesome.
Uh-huh.
One piece of advice for your younger self.
After my dissertation submitted, at the end of my acknowledgements, I wrote, don't give up because you've done it. I think very much trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust that everything that's going to come to you or leave you happens for a reason. There's times now where I have to remind myself that, like, this is all happening for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not a kind of girl who believes in, like, crystals and shit, but I do like to think that there is intention behind everything that's happening. I just believe that there is some sort of higher power.
Yeah.
God, I don't fucking know. I am a Christian, but if God was real, would there be, like, wars and shit happening? In my life, I believe people come and go and everything happens for a reason, and I think when I was younger I really struggled to believe that. What are you telling yourself?
To not give 2 flying fucks what people think.
Good one.
Because I spent so many years, like, growing up, like, I was always that kid in school, like, all the way through school, that I had friends, but I was always a person that was always on the outskirts of everything.
Around.
I, like, floated around. Like, I never had, like, a proper solid group of friends, like, up until, like, the end of high school. But I always was kind of, like, the one that had to, you know, like, the one that had to walk behind the group when they were all walking in the pavement and you were, like, the odd one behind.
Or you'd walk on the grass next to them or something.
Yeah, and I just feel like I spent, well, pretty much until this past year and a half, doing things solely for other people, or doing things because people will like me if I do this. If I fit in with the clique, then I'm not going to be called weird, and, you know, people will want to be my friend.
And it's so sad.
And I feel like in this past year I've really realised that I don't give...
Is that not cool? I can't tell.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I don't care what people think of me anymore. Like, if you want to like me,
that was like when people found your YouTube channel for the first time
in college,
and you stopped because you were worried about what people were thinking of you.
Well, I stopped because they played it on a screen at school right in front of me and wasn't being very nice.
I'm gonna fucking say it. People in that place were bullies that never got called out.
I'm just at the stage of my life now where it's probably gonna sound really harsh and really selfish, but I don't really care. If you like me, you like me. If you hate me, cool.
That kind of goes back to the fake friends bit. Like, don't fake if you like me, just tell me you're not, and we don't have to talk to each other ever again. We'll just leave it at that.
It just comes down to, like, everything I do, like doing YouTube, the type of person that I am. Like, people say horrible stuff about me. Put it that way. A lot of people say horrible stuff about me because of the way that I am, and I hear it off other people, or, you know, things are said to me, and it's just like, if you think I'm a type of person, if you think I'm somebody that I clearly know that I aren't, don't associate yourself with me. It doesn't bother me. Or, like, come and say it to my face and we'll have a conversation. And I'm just so happy that I got to the point now where I genuinely don't care what people think or what people say, because I know who I am, and I wish that my younger self had a bit of that, because I do often think, like,
just a bit more of a backbone.
Like, what if I never stopped YouTube?
Yeah, where could you be now?
Like, where could that have taken me? And I stopped because of what other people thought about me. And
which also kind of takes you back to my thing, like, everything happens for a reason. So you were like, even though you were you felt forced into stopping, that doesn't mean that, like, whatever was coming for you isn't still coming for you.
100%.
This is the blue. I don't know if I like it, but we're keeping it.
I think this is a good one.
I didn't look then. What is it?
I'll tell you. Because I think lots of people actually struggle with this. How to actually make friends in your 20s.
Oh, don't fucking ask me. Jesus Christ. I'm such a shy person until you get to know me. I have obviously gotten better at it at uni, but obviously I was also then forced into friendships with people
I was
going to
say, I don't know, I feel like we might not be able to answer this that well, because
I feel like don't ever feel like you have to be someone else to fit in. If you don't end up being friends with that person, it wasn't meant to happen. They're not the person for you if you have to change who you are in order to get along with them. I think that's really important, because there's been many a times where I've kind of, like, turned into someone I'm not actually, just because I thought, like what you said, like, they're the cool people, I need to be friends with them.
You need to be cool,
Yeah. Me and my friends at uni, we weren't like the people you would have like everyone kind of knew who we were, but everyone knows who everyone is really.
Mm.
But when you think of my year, you kind of think of a specific group of friends, and none of them actually like each other. Like they all chat shit about each other, and I was like, I couldn't ever imagine myself being fake friends with people just for like appearance and for a show.
I feel like it's difficult because we are still very much in a position where we've made friends, or the friends that we have is because we've still got them from an educational place.
I've got like work friends who I've made since like working at the pub and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's only like 2 girls there who are kind of my age. Everyone's a little bit older or a little bit younger. I feel like at the moment I'm at a really awkward age.
Yeah.
With like all the people at work who I get along with being like in their 30s or nearly in their 30s.
Yeah, that's like me.
And
like,
then,
my
like,
bestie at work is Jason, and Jason's like in his 40s. Like,
and then like the younger girls at work being like 16, 17 or like just turned 18.
It's a bit of an awkward age.
I just notice a maturity difference between me and an 18-year-old now, and that's not to say that I'm better than them. I do just notice a difference in how we want to live our lives, but I also don't even think I was like that at 18.
No, you weren't. You've always been kind of.
Yeah.
Not the stereotypical like
going out
teenager, like what
stuff,
teenagers do. I feel like the only like standpoint that I can give advice from, and I don't really know if it's valid, but obviously you guys know I'm friends with Jess. But like me and Jess were friends in high school, but then we didn't actually speak out of high school. Again, like nothing happened. Like when I left high school, we just drifted apart. Like
and you didn't go to the same college or anything. Like...
No, like that happened for so many people from school, I think. And it was just one random day last summer when I was going through a bit of a shit time anyway. Like I was feeling a bit lonely. Amy was still at uni, and I was kind of like in a mindset of like I actually have no friends. Like that's generally how I felt. It's like I have no friends. Like my only friend doesn't live here. I don't have people to go out with. I don't have people to see.
I need people to reach out to when I'm feeling like this.
And I just felt really down. And then I was just on Instagram, and like Jess had posted a story and I saw it, and I literally just messaged her and I was like, hey, like, do you want to meet up? Like, try and rekindle. Well, not try, I wasn't even like try and rekindle, but I was like, we haven't seen each other in ages, like let's meet up. And then that sparked an obviously amazing friendship. You know, we've just been on holiday together, and I just think like,
I guess that technically was like you making friends again in your 20s.
Like you just kind of have to reach out to people, because like you aren't really gonna make friends unless you reach out. And I feel like that's the main thing. Like if you want a friendship with someone, you have to put yourself in the position to have a friendship with people.
Again, bringing us back to fake friends, like you have to put the effort and energy into a friendship. You can't just expect it to fall into that.
Like, I don't know, maybe go to clubs or
new jobs and stuff are great. Like I obviously met Sophie at the pub, and she's such a good friend now. Well, I didn't include her in my list of friends earlier, that's sad. But then she's also only 2 years older than me, but she's at such a different phase of life. Like she's got a toddler and she's got another baby on the way. So, but it is nice being like, oh, I've got a friend who's got babies, so I don't need babies because I can go to her babies. But then we're also not aligned in like always wanting to do the same things, because she's obviously got so much extra responsibility to me.
But I think that is the thing with being in your 20s, that like it is an awkward age in the sense of everyone's on completely different paths,
and you feel like everyone's already settled into their friendships and you couldn't possibly be the odd one out that comes in late. You absolutely can. If anyone wants to be friends with us, let us know. We need more.
We do need more friends. It's just us. Like, it does make me sad, and I know I shouldn't speak like this because I'm very fortunate, but like, you know when you go away and there's like big massive groups of girls, and it's like sometimes a part of me is like, oh, I just wish that I had that.
Well, I do feel like I've personally got that with my girls at uni.
I do more so now because obviously I've just made like a new set of friends at uni.
So you're feeling like, a lot more gelled and like ready to step into third year together.
Because like I have kind of struggled at uni a little bit. Like everybody is lovely, and like everybody's
no
friends
one's made
with
you
everyone.
feel uncomfortable, really.
Oh no, by no means. Like everyone's lovely, but I do struggle to kind of find people who are on my wavelength.
Especially like you're a year older than some of them. Even a year sometimes like can feel a lot, especially like you've just turned 21, but people in your year might still be 19, and it sounds like such a small age gap. But like I said about the girls at work who are 17, 18, like,
at our age,
I just feel like worlds apart from them at the moment sometimes, which sounds horrible because they're also the loveliest girls in the world, but I just feel so detached from them. But then also I have only just come back and kind of introduced myself, so who knows, like that could blossom into something.
Do you have an eyelash curler? Look.
Oh,
my thing's disappeared. I feel like lots of my issues from making friends at uni came from the fact of everybody lives in Chester and I chose to live at home.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I found it hard to find a group of people that would kind of accept the fact that they wouldn't have someone around, and then like they were all really close because they were living with each other and I just wasn't there.
But then when you had your birthday, like the girls all did something lovely for you. That was really nice.
Yeah, 100%. Our year's kind of weird because we're a small year group. Everybody does speak to everyone. The lines of friendship groups in our year are all kind of very blurred.
I think us giving advice for making friends is a lot different to maybe people who are in uni doing different degrees, because our contact hours are so high, so we're forced into being friends with all
ours
these
is very
people.
different because we do actually have to speak to people.
Yeah, there's so much communication, and like you have to be in tune with each other as well.
Yeah, like if you don't know, we do musical theatre, so we don't do like a sit down.
So I just graduated. Molly's about to go into her 3rd year in September, but there's so much trust and stuff, like you have to know the people around you, and you have to feel comfortable with them as well, because if you're having an off day,
you need people to
you need those people around you. It's so difficult, but I think above everything, be yourself, and the people who you're meant to be friends with will fall in line eventually. Like everything happens for a reason. Like me and Molly weren't friends, but now we're best friends because we were forced into that situation at college, and then we both went, do you know what, this girl's actually kind of alright, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's pretty fucking sick.
I think we're trauma bonded. Probably. I think that's what happened. We trauma bonded. Like,
you had, with there being like 16 of us in that year, you had no choice.
No.
But I get along with everybody.
I read somewhere, I saw something, it's like Amy's coming to college. I remember being in my high school form tutor's class and I cried. And I went to my tutor and I was like, I can't do it, like I'm going to have to drop out because...
bitch.
And then literally I was like, she's there, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then it was you actually, was it you? It was you that messaged me.
I think I did message you, yeah. I think I was talking to my mum and I was like, I think I'm just going to text her. Like, I can't go there on the first day knowing there's animosity between us.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, on the first day, things were still awkward between us, but everything was awkward on the first day. Like,
I can't remember it being that awkward.
I was fucking terrified of Grace on the first day, and now we've lived together for 3 years. So, I literally have a diary from when I started college, and I showed Grace. It's like, I think Grace is going to take a little while to warm up to me.
Aww.
And then now we're like best friends.
I can't remember it. I really can't remember it being awkward. If anything, I can remember coming home that first day and being relieved.
I found my people, like, kind of thing.
No, it was more because I was more nervous about the situation with you than actually starting college. Okay. So I can just remember coming home and being like, oh, relieved, like it's fine. Right, guys, we were going to answer more questions, but
it all happened so quickly.
We need to leave. So, chin chin. Thanks for watching our... Thanks for watching our girl talk video. I think we just chatted shit, but it's fine.
Yeah, good luck to you editing that.
Yeah. Watch my vlog to see what we're getting up to. Woo! And I will see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye!